If I'm lucky, they'll move. But I don't think they're going to move. We've encountered the Amoebas. Oh, alright. Nice, friendly Amoebas. Keep exploring. Okay, it's not the one we found before. It's just a random pirate. Maybe we can escape? I'm not hopeful. No, didn't think so. So that's one population dead. Just right there. Gone. I'm really disappointed in that. The remaining recruits in your cannery have been switched with new ones. Oh, okay. So, same as the other one we had. Okay, these two will make decent fleet captains if we ever hire them. We might not. I'm feeling pretty bad for tourists right now. We've like stripped them of their population a second time now. And one of them is dead. Okay, because I'm not feeling that confident about sending all the way. Like, we do want this one. It's a really good system. I'm going to take Galter? Yeah, first. Send this colony ship to Justium. We might queue up a second. Yeah. Oh, actually, this has high gravity. Yeah, we're not going to colonize this planet yet because that would be too big of a malice to our happiness. So we're going to leave that for a bit. They're actually pretty strong. Let's see, they've got kinetics and beams, but they don't have any defenses. We have kinetics and defenses. So, we should probably get, yeah, gonna make use of the magnetic field. Yeah. Okay, we beat them. It was very close. They actually dealt as much damage as we did. Okay, it was a mistake to use tactics first because they countered it. It's sort of rock, paper, scissors. We were actually really lucky to win that. Okay. Colonization. We're going to grab the small arid world. It's got metallic waters, so extra production, and they're more happy. I see nothing wrong with this. So we're going to buy that to help with the growth. And because it's going to start stacking... Oh, still no. Okay. Just start building then. I was expecting the expansion disapproval to start popping up, but it didn't. So I was going to build the aperture, as they call it, straight away. But if it's not showing up yet... Wait. Did what I think just happen? For a moment there, we were being besieged by the pirates. Where did this fleet come from? External events only. If you don't want galactic diplomats to know you have been consulting with the AB still. But still, why not cause a bit more trouble for an enemy if it can be done discreet? Great. So, either Horatio or the Amoeba decided to send an entire fleet of pirates at us. That's irritating. We're actually in a spot of trouble now. We need a fleet. These aren't going to do. Okay. It's time I showed you how we make ships. So currently we have 3 ship designs. We have this. Basically the only use for this is for colony ships. We have this, which is our current Scout, and it's also the Valkyrie model, as you might be able to recognize. And we also have this. Now the important things about these, well, this is good for support modules because it has extra space for them. Now we're not really doing much with support modules right now, so don't really need to worry about that per se. This, well, it's cheaper, effectively. The more of these you have, the cheaper it is, effectively. They're weird. They have an extra special slot, though, so that usually makes them worth taking. So, as I've noticed, no one seems to really have shields right now. So I'm going to basically use most of my tonnage to give it shield attack. Set it to medium range because that's what beams are specialized for. And then because everyone seems to be using what they're called kinetics, we're going to use the deflector because this quite clearly blocks kinetics. Yep. Simple as that. So it's rock, paper, scissors with the weapons, basically. No, actually, it's not rock, paper, scissors at all. What am I talking about? Ignore me. Okay, so what should we name this? I like giving my ships specific names. Usually I like basing them... Like, this is going to be clearly a weapon ship. Like, it's got guns. It's a gunship. But that would be incredibly lame if I was to name it a gunship. Much better. So instead of naming it a gunship, I'm going to name it after... Well, it's a Roman sword, the Gladius. These are going to be the ships that strike at my enemies, at least for now. This might change. So, create. And now we have the Gladius here. I think I'm going to modify the Valkyr a bit. So right now, we just have kinetics and we have deflectors. Decent things, to be sure. But it's not currently using up all its tonnage. So, oh, I don't have any? That's disappointing. I was going to apply armor. But because we don't have any of the strategic resource that is needed, it's no point. So instead, let's just apply some extra armor and weapons. Lots of weapons, in fact. So I could call... Well, actually, I'm forced to call it the Valkyr too. That's the thing. Once you've named something, the only way to change it is if you scrap the design. And if you scrap the design, you can't upgrade any of the ships you already have. In fact, I don't think the Super Valkyr can be upgraded. Because it's like, it's unique. I got it from an event and all that. Okay, so we can get open borders now. Very useful. This is for sieging down systems. Basically, there's another thing, another statistic that you can use when you're sieging down systems. We'll get into that later when we're actually sieging down systems. I'm going to grab these two texts in this order. This will allow me to colonize Arctics, and this will allow me to colonize deserts. Basically, just so that I can colonize more. You might be noticing a pattern here. Expand, expand, expand. Okay. Where did the pirate fleet go? I don't like this. Okay. Food. Heavy isotope. Buy the food. I have a specific thing I like to do. If I had enough dust, I would buy the Entope fusion plants, because that's usually better. But because I don't, I'm not. Now, since I noticed we were actually doing trading earlier, I'm going to get this. Since it gives this system an extra trade route. This one doesn't currently have any trade routes, so good. It also decreases upkeep even. Now, right now, that's not going to actually pay for itself by decreasing the upkeep. But it's worth to get it now anyway. Colonize an extra planet in Galta. There's the pirate fleet. Just arrived in Galta. It looks like they're blockading it. I don't think they can capture it. They can make it irritating for me though. Cyberflora. Actually, yeah, this would be a great planet to colonize in that case. Since it won't give malice. In fact, it will probably put us into the happiness range. Ah, there we go. Expansion disapproval has showed up. So if I go in here... Oh, everywhere is unhappy. Obviously. So if I decrease the tax rate a bit, I can get them all content again, which is generally what you want. You don't want your people unhappy because they produce less stuff, which isn't good. So let's try and keep them happy. When this aperture is finished, I'm pretty sure, I think that expansion disapproval might go away. Ooh, it's even more here. I'm pretty sure expansion disapproval scales on how far away from the home planet you are. So it's quite possible that it will all go away, since effectively they make them right next to each other, as I was saying earlier. Let's check. Oh, yeah, definitely. It just removes all expansion disapproval for that system. So you've got to do it for each and every system. In that order? We'll get that for now. We'll reevaluate later. Yeah, I don't think they can capture us. Ah, it doesn't have any siege, that's why. The other ship we saw did have siege, which was... Oh, hello. This is that other fleet we found. So many pirates. So many pirates. I keep forgetting about this fleet, by the way. It's not good. Well, we'll send them over there. Do some more exploring. We could probably get open borders with him by this point. Maybe. Depends. Open borders? Yeah, they'd be happy for that. In fact, since they're so happy, how much dust will you give? So that's all the dust they have. They're not going to give me a tech for it. Nah. Okay then. I will take your dust. Silly because they're paying me for something that I want. Hopefully they say this docile for the rest of the game, but somehow I doubt it. So, dust is good. Very good, in fact. Oh, did I not stop building the clan ship? Oh, yes, I went back to build the ships, and then I forgot. Okay. So the Gladius is cheaper than the Valkyrie. Interesting. So for now, gonna buy that. Move that back? Yeah, move the clan ship back. We need to build a fleet to help deal with those pirates. You need 131 dust to repair it. Very expensive, as you can see. So currently we're up to 222 strength. The enemy fleet has 504 though, so we're going to need to fill out this entire fleet. Okay, there's nothing I particularly want from this area right now. So I think I'm going to grab this and then this. This is one of the techs which gives you more happiness. Infinite supermarkets. Very nice. It also, I believe this improves the... Earlier when I was talking about evolved soil to alien grafting, well, it improves it again. So, more growth. Perfect. Ah! I might not have noticed this, but Taurus has gained actual colony status. Like when you first start a colony, it starts out as an outpost. It takes a certain amount of turns before it gets its borders. So Taurus was the first, which makes perfect sense. It was the first one we colonized. Great. Merge. You can see that the Super Valkyrie is actually healing just while it's in our territory. Very good. So let's see. I believe we have 2 Gladiuses, and we're gonna have 2 Valkyries effectively. Well, the Super Valkyrie doesn't really count as a Valkyrie, as I'm sure we already mentioned. So I'll queue up another Valkyrie. I might want to consider also getting a commander while I'm at it. Ah, yes, since we've colonized a planet which is not easy, in this case, an Arctic planet, we got an event. So very nice. Yeah, we're going to get it anyway. It doesn't give any particular bonuses, but still good. Now we could get the Cis-Ort satellites. It increases our influence area. So a bit like how they have a massive area, this area would increase as well. But we have open borders with them, so there's not really any point in pushing our borders. More money. It's really tempting to grab this, but that -20, that would just That would hit us so hard. When we get the infinite supermarkets, I'll consider it.